Hi everyone, today's Friday, March 16th, 2012, and the Ischia black cuttings I have are really starting to take off as far as roots go. And I have two cuttings here that I think the third one isn't even forming roots yet, but one of these is very vigorous grower. So the three cuttings I have, one of them isn't showing any roots yet, but two of them are, and this one here seems to be the most vigorous of the three. Look at the roots on that, so it's time to pot this up. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to put it in the perlite and vermiculite mix. I'm going to try a very light mixture of perlite and soil, because it drives me crazy trying to transfer these from the perlite and vermiculite without breaking roots. I just cringe because I'm always the roots have grown into the perlite and vermiculite, and you always inevitably break some off, which is just heartbreaking. But I like the idea of just getting this right into a nice light soil mixture with a lot of perlite, and I'm going to be very careful with the watering. I'm going to pre-moisten the mixture just with a spray bottle and get nice even distribution, and just fluff up the soil. Just when I put it into the cup, just have it nice and fluffy and airy, and I'm not going to water it with the heavy watering. I'm just going to make sure that the mixture is pre-moistened, like I said, and just nice and airy, showing little resistance to the roots, but supplying some nice moisture. And let's see how that works out. So here's the mixture. I just put a lot of perlite in here. I just eyeballed it. I really can't tell you how much I put in here. You can see here visually how much perlite is in this. But I'm just going to take a spray bottle and I'm going to moisten this. And I'm going to mix it up some more. And just keep on doing this until it's just got a nice damp feel to it. But still like granular, like it's not clumping together. Just an even distribution of dampness. Let's give this a try. Now, I didn't come up with I saw somebody's idea last year. I'd like to try sometime. It seemed like a pretty good idea, and what they thought would be a good idea is you have like a ring, and I was looking at the cardboard ring that's left over from toilet paper. Well, you have a ring like that. Cardboard tube, which is the nice diameter, I think, is you put the cardboard tube in, right? Or even from the tube from your paper towels, right? And you fill up the outside circumference of this, or the outside area. You fill that up with your dirt mixture, right? And then what you do is you put your cutting in the middle, and you can then fill up the middle with either all perlite or your perlite vermiculite mix, and then you pull the tube out, and you've got these two layers around your cutting, where you have a more porous layer of all perlite. Don't underestimate how much moisture perlite can hold. It really holds a lot of moisture, and I think that's a mistake I've done in the past. Is the vermiculite was holding too much moisture, and you end up your cuttings look like they're doing great, and then the next day they're wilted, and before you pull it out, and it's just all the bark below the soil level is just sloughing off. It's just rotten, and you pretty much have lost the cutting. But I think I saw that on Garden Web. I was looking last year, and I thought that was a good idea. So I might try that with the cutting that hasn't rooted yet. So I'll try some different things and see, because I've been putting everything into, been basically putting all my eggs into one basket, and it's an experiment, because I've been using the same perlite vermiculite mix for all the cuttings. Let's just change it up a little bit. Let's take the strongest cutting as far as root formation goes. There are the roots on that. And let's pot it up here. Just let this fall around the cutting. That's funny, the roots haven't, the roots are forming on this, but the buds really haven't broken yet. So I'm not even gonna, maybe just tap it a little bit. Don't tap it down too much. And see what happens. Now the second cutting has very thin roots coming off of just one side. So I'm going to have to be very careful with that. It has leaves. Buds are broken. So this is a little bit more fragile than the other one. Okay, so let's take a look at the remaining one. Oh, nope, there are roots. They're just are on a side I couldn't see. So, you can see those? So I think I'm going to try that inner ring of just vermiculite with this one. Give that a try. So I'll bring the soil back. Got my cup here. Let's see. I want to be able to grab this out. Put that there. let's see. So I don't know if I should pre-dampen the perlite. Then it would just probably stick to everything. It wouldn't flow good. So I'm gonna, well, I have to put the dirt in first, right? Put the ring of dirt in. Then I'm going to carefully put the cutting, let's see, about right there. Pour the vermiculite in. Pour the perlite, carefully pour the perlite in. More soil. This should be interesting. And let's see, slowly, hopefully, pull this out. Oh, you really have to shake it in order to be able to get this out of here, like so. Now that's dry, so I think I'm going to spray this a little bit, and hopefully gravity will pull that moisture down. And then since that's dry, maybe that'll start pulling the moisture out of the soil, so let's see. I think I'll leave it at that. Now that even feels light, so okay. Okay, now very important step, remember to label your cuttings so you don't lose track of what's what. This is Ishia Black ADB6 2012. Now the only thing to do is to take these, put them in my storage container, a clear plastic storage container, and I've got plenty of room for more cuttings when the UC Davis cuttings show up. And last year I bought, I think it's just acrylic, they're not Lexan. I bought these covers. And I'll keep this out of direct sunlight, but this way they get some indirect light. And I can slide this to one side if I want some air circulation, or maybe I can drill some holes in this, but I'll keep an eye on the humidity level in here. I'll put a little meter in there that measures humidity and keep an eye on that. And hopefully these will make the transition into the soil without dying or rotting, and I'll end up with some nice plants by the middle of summer. So thanks for watching, and good luck with your fig trees.